Stop wasting your time on coffee dates. If somebody's taking you out for coffee dates, the answer is no, I only do dinner dates.
So you're telling me you're gonna love a man who does nothing for you, but you don't love money?
I have an honest question. When did men decide they wanted to be chased?
You are not being pursued because you are expensive. Why is it that men do not?
Men usually pursue things that are worth their time. If he isn't, just means it's not worth it.
3 reasons why men stop pursuing or chasing you.
I keep seeing posts from males talking about they not chasing no woman.
After you do this, he is going to feel like he needs you.
Many women get their advice on TikTok. It's only helping them in remaining single longer. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
I think I've come to terms with the fact that I would rather play hopscotch into oncoming traffic. I'm talking like Frogger on the Dan Ryan for all my Chicago people, than have feelings for a man again in the foreseeable future. It's not for me. I will round off back handspring off my 16th floor balcony. I can't do it.
You guys, so I'm at the gym. You know what? Go up to her. Go up to the girl that you think is cute, because most likely she likes you too. And she's waiting for you to go up to her. So do it.
I'm sorry to tell you, but women like simps. We really do. We want a man that gonna come home every night that he say he gonna come home on time. And if he late, he gonna call and say, hey baby, I'm gonna be 10 minutes late. We want the simple men, the simps that go to work every day, that pay bills, make sure that their kids is taken care of, their family is taken care of, their woman is happy, roof over their head, food in the refrigerator, clothes on their back. We want a man that don't play about us and will mess up another jigger for his family. The one that don't mind laying hands on somebody else for doing something off about their family.
Another lie, if women truly liked simps, then all those men bending over backward to please them would be married and cherished. But that's not what we're seeing. Their actions speak louder than words. Women say they want a nice guy, but time and time again, they chase the man who shows little interest, the one who keeps them guessing, the one who doesn't validate them at every turn. Why? Because deep down, many women see the emotionally unavailable man as a challenge. They believe they can be the one to change him, to crack the code and tame the bad boy. It's not about love, it's about ego. The simp, on the other hand, is predictable, always available, always giving, and sadly, he's often seen as weak because of it. He's used for attention, validation, and emotional support, but rarely respected, desired, or chosen. Simps hand over their time, money, and heart on a silver platter, or worse, strung along until something better comes along.
I have an honest question. When did men decide they wanted to be chased by a woman? Am I missing something? A man is supposed to do the chasing. It's never a woman's job. Don't fall for it. When a man tells you, like, I want you to chase me, run the opposite way.
No, for real though, because I be telling my friends and stuff, I'm like, man, I hate being single, like, this sucks, whatever. But I really be the same motherfucker that don't answer back. I don't text back, I don't Snapchat back, I'm horrible about it. It's the consequences of my own actions.
I agree.
I just want to know, like, if this is just, like, a me experience, or if, like, collectively as females we're experiencing this, but, like, on dating apps, men are so funny and so, like, they call us picky and, like, this or the other, and, like, our bios are, like, treat me good, like, send me flowers, be romantic. Men's are like, no fat bitches, all right? No baby daddies, all right? Better not be a poor bitch. No OF. No, like, bro, what? Like, better like the gym, never better be negative. Like, okay, why are you yelling through the bio, bro? Like, I don't want your Instagram, I don't want your OF, I don't want this, I don't want that. You better never ask me for money. Like, can we get to know each other first? You're already screaming.
And what's wrong with that? If a man chooses not to date a woman who doesn't take care of herself physically, has an OnlyFans account, or brings nothing to the table financially, that's his preference. That's not hate, that's standards. Women do it all the time. They reject men for being short, broke, balding, or living with their parents, and society applauds it as knowing your worth. But when men do the same, suddenly it's misogyny or shaming. No, let's stop the double standards. The truth is, the things men are rejecting, being out of shape, constantly half-naked online, or financially irresponsible, are things within a woman's control. These aren't permanent flaws. They're choices. Just like a man can choose to level up, a woman can too. But instead of self-reflecting, some expect men to just accept anything, even if they bring drama, debt, or baggage.
I get the ick so fucking quickly. Like, if you are not obsessed, if you're not obsessed with me, I don't want it. I'm immediately not interested. Like, what? No. Thirsty. You need to be absolutely starving for me. If I even feel remotely like you're not as into me as you were yesterday, like, I'm gone. So sorry about that. Not really sorry. He watched my story and didn't slide up. He didn't reply. Ick. Back of the line. Get to the back of the line. I will deadass move on in literally 30 seconds. Like, do not play with me. Do not play with me. And here's the thing. They do that whole hard to get thing, or they'll pull away. And I'm like, I'm off you. Oh, I'm off you. Comes back. No. Sorry, you've had your chance. I don't do second chances. Cause like, what the fuck were you trying to do? Like, what the fuck were you trying to do, Brian? Exactly. I'm with Bill now.
You need help. No man with real money cares if she's a gold digger. They just don't.
100%.
Oh, goody. A 2-for-1 special.
No man with real money is worried about gold digger.
I'm going to have to disagree. I think that men with real money would actually be almost more concerned about gold diggers because, after all, most of them earned their money. And a person doesn't keep their money by spending it on things that, well, quite frankly, aren't worth the investment.
Why is it that the only men who seem so scared and worried about gold diggers literally have like $2.50 in their bank accounts and are actively sleeping on a couch?
Well, the reasonable answer to that is because there are women out there that will actually use a man just for his money. I didn't think this was new information.
It's always men who are dead broke, fantasizing about some future that doesn't exist where they have money, and some future woman is going to try and steal it from him. But these women can't steal something from you that you don't possess.
Speaking in absolutes. That's an interesting way of trying to deflect away from the fact that one's initial point was flawed.
I know you're just trying to compensate, but we know you're broke and you know you're broke, so shh.
Interesting. Yet any quality man who actually cares about their finances and cares where their money goes is going to worry about someone who's just after him for his money.
No man with real money cares if she's a gold digger. Where did that nonsense even come from? That's one of the biggest lies being pushed around. The truth is, men who actually have money are usually the most cautious when it comes to who they let into their lives. Why? Because they've worked years, sometimes decades, to build their wealth. And the last thing they want is someone trying to leech off what they didn't help create. Men who worry about gold diggers aren't insecure. They're experienced. They've either been burned before or watched someone close to them get financially destroyed in a bad relationship or divorce. It's not about being cheap. It's about being smart. When you have real money, protecting it isn't optional. It's necessary. It's especially necessary today in modern times, where a lot of modern women have been influenced by social media, hookup culture, and the idea that they're the prize just for showing up.
I love simps. Every time I say this on the internet, people try to convince me that I'm wrong. Like, nothing is uglier to me than a nonchalant man. Nothing is uglier to me than a guy that is not all about me, a guy that doesn't baby me, a guy that doesn't take care of me. I'm one that plays that hot and cold game. I'm also such a simp. Like, it's so disgusting to admit, because once I'm in love with you, I will drown you with affection. So I only want the same in return. Oh, girls always say they want a simp, but then they go for the bad guy. No. Yes, I want a guy to take care of me. Yes, I want a guy to be masculine. Yes, I want him to be confident. When it comes to him loving me, I want him to be vomiting love for me. Okay?
Like, men who are on their stuff now feel like they have options. So if they don't feel like they have to chase.
Right, they don't.
Why?
Why?
If you want to, what happened to courting a woman that you really, really like? What happened?
Lori Harvey.
We ain't got nothing to do with Lori Harvey.
Those situations happen though.
Those are also the women that most of these men are going after. She's super beautiful. She dressed this way. She's bodied up. And then it's like, then they get mad when they get treated like Lori Harvey treated you. But that's what you looked for.
What's the difference?
I mean, we already knew her track record. Let's just talk about it. She dated fucking Diddy's son and him.
So
what did you expect?
Why would he even want to marry somebody like that?
Why would you date somebody like that?
So
Why
y'all
would
don't
you
think
start
people
like?
change?
People can't grow.
No.
I just want y'all to keep on keeping on, because it's gonna come back around.
Why would you have this expectation that she will be ready for marriage and you see her track record already?
What is the
That's
difference?
my whole point.
What is the difference in women who y'all chase a certain type of man?
I don't chase.
Y'all look for a certain type of man.
I don't look. I want to be courted, so I don't look.
So you don't. So how is a guy supposed to know you interested in him?
He don't. He shoot his shot.
Okay.
He shoot his shot and toss his coin, and we gonna see what happens.
Good luck with that.
She's absolutely correct. Men who are on their purpose, focused, disciplined, financially stable and emotionally mature, do not have to chase women. In fact, the game changes completely for those men. When a man levels up, he becomes the prize. The entire dating pool opens up to him. He has options: younger, older, traditional, career-driven, nurturing. He can choose what aligns with his lifestyle and values. And that's what a lot of people overlook. High-value men don't beg, don't chase, and don't tolerate nonsense. They don't deal with drama, disrespect, or entitlement because they don't have to. When you've built yourself into a man of value, women naturally gravitate toward you. You attract through presence, not pursuit. That's why men at the top are more selective. It's not arrogance, it's standards. They're not looking to be someone's wallet, therapist, or savior. They're looking for peace, loyalty, and partnership. Not chaos dressed in curves.
Yes, men are in their princess era, says the princess herself. So I must know, right? What are we going to do about it? I like to take a problem's root. So let's take a look at the upbringing. If you're a mom or a dad and you're raising a little boy, then this video is for you. The very first time your child, your boy, realizes that he is a little boy and that he wants to take a girl out on a date or that he wants to invite his friends somewhere, you don't say, "Here's some money for you, Karl-Heinz. Go, enjoy your day, my baby." You say, "So Carly, it's great that you want to take the girl out on a date. I think you should work for it, because this will teach you an important lesson. Okay, you're 11, you can't have a real job, but what you can do is you can clean the house, you can clean our horses or one of our 15 cars, and you will enjoy every single second of labor because you will think about your reward. You will know that you took the girl out on a date by yourself. You earned it." Men need to learn that they have to earn something. And if you are raising little princesses, don't complain that this is what you get. Thank me later, and I'm sure Karl-Heinz will thank me later too.
Women that make hating men their whole personality really irritate me. Because if you hate men, why do you still fuck them? Why do you still seek validation from them? Why do you still text them? Why do you still have their babies? You get what I'm saying here? It's very confusing. There was this one girl, her name is Drew, I think. Her whole entire platform that she's created, I thought she was funny in the beginning. I'm in a happy, loving relationship, and there's no reason to hate men. But she made her whole platform on hating men, and women follow her and look up to her. And she has a fucking husband. How can you hate him? How can you hate men, but you have a husband? I always think the girls that follow her and comment are delusional because she has a husband. She does not hate men. She's tricking you guys. But anyways.
I agree with this 100% because you'll often hear women saying things like, "I hate men," "Men are trash," or "You don't need a man to be happy." And yet, these same women are in relationships or married. So what's really going on? Their man, of course, is conveniently the exception, but that's the game. They talk down on men publicly to gain validation or push a narrative, while privately enjoying the very thing they tell other women to avoid: male companionship, protection, and provision. It's all projection. A lot of these women are bitter, hurt, or jaded, and instead of healing or taking accountability, they try to recruit other women into their misery. Misery loves company, and these women want backup. They don't want to be alone in their poor choices, so they push the idea that all men are bad, or that relying on a man is weak. Meanwhile, they're getting dinner dates, bills paid, and emotional support from the very thing they're telling others to reject. It's psychological manipulation, and sadly, it works. Young women who buy into this mindset end up single, bitter and confused when they realize that the same independent woman who told them not to settle is going home every night to her man.
It's not often that an opinion piece resonates with me, but this essay by Rachel Drucker that appeared in this past weekend's Modern Love column in the New York Times really did. The first premise is that men have retreated both from dating and intimacy, but even from socializing entirely. And to be honest, that's the experience that I've observed since I got back on the dating scene after a relationship I was in ended abruptly and badly a year ago. The essay opens with one of Drucker's observations. She was in downtown Chicago and walking around on a beautiful summer night and noticed that there were tables of women who were engaged in festive celebration. There were even women out by themselves. Very few people appeared to be on dates, and there were very few men present. When it comes to dating, Drucker observes that men seem to be content to go back and forth with emojis and trading pictures and liking Instagram posts instead of actually going out on a face-to-face date. Lack of physical contact even has Drucker longing for the days of a hookup. A lot of this was accurate. My experience on the apps has been very similar, with endless texting and exchanges of photos and how was your day, and never getting together in person. And I've tried to meet new people organically by going to meetup groups like hikes or dinners, and I also started playing pickleball. And most of those activities are about 70 to 80% women. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm engaging in these activities because I enjoy them and not just to meet a guy. But it is nice to have a mix of genders in a social setting. It just brings more energy, I think, in different perspectives. It's disappointing to go out to these activities and have them be so heavily dominated by one gender. Especially for someone like me who's been accustomed to having guy friends. I have at least a half dozen good male friends, maybe more, from different parts of my life, and it would be nice to meet some new ones in addition to meeting new women friends. If you haven't seen this article, take a look at it. It's an interesting perspective, and I'd love to hear your views on whether you agree or not and whether it reflects your experience.
This isn't the only article out there where women are suddenly asking, "Where are all the men?" or begging men to come back. You're seeing it more and more now. Women publicly expressing regret, confusion, and loneliness, wondering why men are walking away from dating, marriage, and even basic interaction. But what many of them still don't understand is this: the damage has already been done, and it runs deep. For years, modern culture has pushed a narrative that painted men as the problem. Men are toxic. Men are disposable. You don't need a man. That constant drumbeat of blame, ridicule, and disrespect has consequences, and now we're seeing those consequences unfold in real time. What women need to understand is that a lot of good men wanted to love, to lead, to provide, but they were pushed away, used, disrespected, or taken for granted. That kind of emotional and psychological damage doesn't just disappear because someone suddenly feels lonely or ready for a good man.